Veronica Pullen. I'm the social marketing queen. I help coaches, trainers and consultants and business experts to build a six-figure business, promoted online, doing what you love and working with the people that you want to work with. Write your own rules. And you know, this time last year my husband was in a full-time job that he hated, and I'd grown the business to such a point through marketing on Facebook and Twitter that he was able to leave that job. And it gets better than that, because for 20 years we've longed to live on the Isle of Wight, and we never could because we were always tied to where he worked. But once he was able to leave his job, we moved over here to the Royal Island, and this is where we are now. So you right now might be watching this thinking, well, I've got a job and I don't want to leave it either. Or you might be thinking, I'm running a business, but it's not getting me anything like the level of success that I want. It's not giving me enough income to live my dream. Now I want to tell you another little story, because the other thing that you might be thinking is that you have challenges in your personal life. It might be that you feel that you're challenged because you can't attend networking meetings. It might be that you have health issues. That means that you can only work a couple of hours a day. Now, I was born with partial hearing loss, so that's why my voice sounds a bit funny if you're wondering that. At the age of 12, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and at 26, I lost my driving licence because of an eyesight condition that causes night blindness. And a few years after that, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. So, if you look at that on paper, there's a few challenges there. But you know, none of them have held me back. In fact, I think in some ways they're the gift that I give you. So I don't want you to get caught up in the challenges that you face. Just park them to one side and keep an open mind, because I promise you that there are very, very few challenges that will actually stop you from running a six-figure business with the right guidance and foundations. So in these 3 videos, I'm talking about the foundations that you need to get into place in order to have a six-figure business. In the previous video, we talked about the struggle that you have to find enough people to buy your services and products that will enable you to build a six-figure business. And we spoke about the power of the networking, the people that you hang out with, and whether you're hanging out with the right people and giving your time, your finite time, to the wrong people, which is stopping you from being able to build the level of business that you want to do. So I advise you to go and find a couple of Facebook groups or Twitter chats where your actual ideal clients are hanging out collectively. Not hanging around in groups where maybe there's 1 or 2 of them, or a small pocket. You want groups where collectively they are going to want what you offer. So that was the previous video. Now in today's video, we are going to address the second biggest struggle that you have, that you told me that you had in the survey responses. So thank you again for completing the survey, because it's been really helpful for me to have a really good idea of what struggles that you're facing right now. Now the second biggest struggle was that you don't have a big enough list, that your email list is not big enough to have enough people to sell from. So thank you for completing the survey, because it's been really helpful for me to have the idea of what you're struggling with the most. Now the second biggest struggle that you told me that you were facing for building a six-figure business was that you don't have enough people on your email list. Recently, I was reading Jeff Walker's book. His newest book called Launch. It only came out a week or 2 ago. And in that book, he spoke about the fact that he doesn't need to have a pension plan or any future saving, because he has a list. So whenever he needs to raise funds, he can just make an offer to his list. Now, whatever you might personally feel about that, it is actually the truth that if you have a list, you will never go out of business. Now, you've probably heard me say that your email list is the biggest asset that your business will ever own. It's true. Now, you are probably thinking here that you're just telling me what I already know. I know that I need a list to sell more things, sell more of my stuff. But I haven't got a list. That was the problem that I told you that I had. Just take a step back for a minute. It is true that you need a list to build a big business. It's very rare to reach 6 figures without a list. That's true. But the key is not the size of the list, but the engagement of the list. It's not how many people you have on your list, it's how many people you have on your list that are engaging with you. How many people who want to be on your list, who are reading your emails when you send them to them, who are waiting for the next instalment of whatever it is that you're doing, who want to buy what you offer. That's the key. It is not about having 10, 12, 20, 100,000 people on a list. It's not. And if you were to compare my list to somebody else's list, I might not have the biggest list at all, but I have an engaged list. So let me give you an example. Last year, I did a joint venture with a friend of mine who was launching her new product. And there was about 20 people who were all promoting her product and to their list and receiving commission for every sale that went through their unique link. Now, amongst those 20 people, there were some that had lists of 20, 30,000. And there were some who had lists of 2,000, 3,000. Now, who do you think made the most commission? Do you think that the person with the list of 20,000 made the most commission? Or do you think that it was the person with the list of 3,000? The answer is 3,000, because their 3,000 people were a lot more engaged than the 12,000. Okay? Another example, I did a joint venture webinar with somebody who has a pretty gigantic list, and it might be somebody that you aspire to doing a joint venture with too, because I know that when we are growing our business, we look at the people who we perceive to be up here, and we aspire to have them promote you to their list. Okay, so I did this joint venture with somebody with a gigantic list. And that person sent an email to their list promoting a webinar that they were doing with me. Now, even though their list was something like 50 times the size of mine, I got less webinar registrations with that promotion than I do when I promote to my own list. Now, I know that my own list know me, and I'm not ungrateful for the leads that I got from that promotion, but I'm trying to kind of convey the message that big isn't everything. It's not about the size of your list, it's about the engagement of the people within your list with you. So that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for an engaged list, not a huge list, okay? But please don't feel rubbish if you don't have a huge list. Now, when we talked about where you're networking and who you're hanging out with, when you are hanging out with people who want what you offer, you will attract more people towards you who want more of what you do. Now, in the previous video, I explained about the importance of bringing your social network, the people who follow you on Twitter, on Facebook, your LinkedIn connections, drawing those people into your email list. It's vital that you do that. And how you do that is you offer a lead magnet, something for free of value that they can get access to by giving you their email address, and you give them, it might be an ebook or a video series or audio, or it might be a VIP club that you give them access to, that they get extra discounts or bonuses that non-VIPs don't get. So that's the first thing. You have a lead magnet that is of value to the people who will want what you do. And now you need to get people to take that lead magnet, to actually want to download it and know that it exists. So listen, now you've started networking in Twitter chats, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, wherever, of people that collectively want what you do, promote your lead magnet. Invite them to download or have access to your lead magnet. So why not write a post today in the groups that you've been engaging in the Facebook groups that you've been engaging in, introduce yourself and invite the other members to download your lead magnet for free. Tweet about your lead magnet once a day. If you're not promoting it enough, nobody's going to take it. Tweet your lead magnet once a day. Post on your Facebook page and LinkedIn profile twice a week an invitation to download your lead magnet. So now you're networking in a group full of people who actually want what you offer, and you're inviting them to come and take the next step with you for free. which means that then you can carry on nurturing the relationship outside of social media. In the next video, we're going to be talking about you, your mindset, and your ability to charge what you're worth. So let's take the first step today and invite more people to come and download your lead magnet. So you start to grow your list because you're now networking in the group collectively that want what you offer. Okay, so look out for the next video in a couple of days' time where we'll be talking about you and your biggest challenge within to building a six-figure online expert business. So thank you for the comments that have been coming in the box below and privately. Keep them coming, please. Leave a comment below and tell me about your lead magnet. Actually, let's do something. Down in the comments box below, write a little introduction to who you are and what you do and a link to your lead magnet. Put it out there, be brave. Let's go live with your lead magnet in our little community here. And I'll see you in the next video in a couple of days. Bye for now.